it's Emily. Welcome to a day in my life vlog. It's a Wednesday. It's about 9:15. I'm starting my work today at 9:30. I usually start at 9, but I just had a little more time on my schedule today. So we're starting at 9:30. I'm wearing Frownies right now. They are like a non-toxic, affordable, non-invasive Botox alternative. And it's basically just like wet them, they stick right on your face. There's some nights where I'll put like a full cast on my whole forehead. I'll usually do like maybe a full cast twice a week and a mini one twice a week. So I usually sleep in them and I leave them on for like as long as I can in the morning. So I am about to do my skincare, so I'm gonna take them off. But if you wanna give them a try, it's also like a non-committal thing. So you could buy one box of Frownies for 10% off with my code KEEF10. I'll leave the link in the description. You know, it's like 25 bucks, 10% off of 25, so whatever that is, like 23. And then like if you don't like them, you don't have to buy them again. I really recommend them. I've been using them for like, God, almost a year now. And I watch footage of me in film and like on YouTube of before I use them, and I definitely see a difference now in my videos, and it's great. Like, it's great because I'm not putting anything in my face. If you don't want Botox, but you want a little something to like help smooth everything out, Frownies are the way to go. So, and Glenn Close uses them. You're supposed to remove them with water, but whatever. So today is kind of like an average day in my life. I work from home and have my own business that I kind of do to bring in money. I do press for indie musicians. So I'm gonna be doing some work on that today. Jean-Luc also works from home, so we see a lot of each other every day. Oh, snow. Anyway, so I'm doing some work for my press. I've honestly been a little stressed out recently just because I feel like I have a lot of projects going on every day, and the transition period between working on them is like, there is no transition period. It's kind of hard to settle into one project because before I know it, I'm like moving on to the next one. I have my press business, I have Jean-Luc, and I have like our production company. So we've been doing like brand outreach to start doing some kind of like branded commercial content to make a little more money, get our revenue up. I am fundraising for this narrative short that Jean-Luc and I wrote and he's directing and I'm gonna be in, that's kind of loosely inspired by my own life. It's about caregiver burnout. You know, we're fundraising for that and it's stressful. If you wanna donate, you know, even just every little bit counts. Like if all of my followers donated $10, I'd be overfunded. It's stressful asking people for money. It's stressful like needing money to like do this thing. So that's just like really been on my mind a lot, taking up a lot of my energy. I've been doing the social media for the film and for the fundraiser and just doing outreach to get people to donate. So I've been working on that. Obviously I have my YouTube and like reading. I guess that's it. It's just a lot of things to kind of wrap my head around every day. My friend Liam, my bestie, is having us over for dinner tonight and he works at this coffee shop. So I'm going to head over to the coffee shop like around 2 and like do some work there with him, grab a drink after, and then go to his house, which is like around the corner. It's just kind of like an average day of my life working from home here in Brooklyn. So I'm just gonna do a little makeup. By the way, I love this Baze Cosmetics makeup bag. It literally, I keep all of my makeup, almost all of it, in this one bag. I'm very minimalist when it comes to like what makeup I own. I mean, I have a decent amount, but I don't have like drawers and drawers and drawers of makeup. I just think it goes to waste that way. And it comes with this handy dandy mirror. My reading this month has like reached new heights. I think I'm on my 11th book, Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and it's only the 22nd. 11 books is my record for a month, so I will definitely surpass it if it's on the 22nd. I finished None of This Is True last night. I gave it like a 3.75, I think. First of all, I didn't feel absolutely connected to any of the characters. An interesting idea, kind of, I don't want to give it away, like the way that it ended. I wanted more, but I think it's kind of the point. I would definitely recommend it though. I feel like enough people have read it and like really, really, really loved it. So I would definitely check it out. I also have just read so many thrillers and like mysteries and stuff. It takes a lot to get me surprised or like into it because I feel like the formula for a lot of thrillers is kind of similar. So I started reading Wild Love this morning, which I like so far. A lot of people are like, it's amazing. It's my first Elsie Silver book, so I'm excited to kind of see what it's all about. I know a lot of people love her, and I think it's a nice kind of start the summer book as well. I feel like this year is going by really fast and there's so much I want to do this year and there's so much to do. Like I have like my sister's getting married, so there's all of the events around that. This film that I'm producing and acting in. I feel like at the beginning of the year, like I really had a handle on things. Like I felt very in control of what I was doing and like the way my days were going, and now it's starting to feel a little overwhelming. But I also think that like part of that is I'm doing stuff that scares me, so that's obviously good. It's always good to do that. And like with this film too, it feels like every bit of money I spend now, which is not how I should be thinking about it in my mind. It's like, oh, well, that could have gone to the film. It's just kind of like, you really have to, I think, meditate on this, maybe journal about it, and just kind of get myself in a better frame of mind and like a better mindset. I want to be consistent with posting about this fundraiser, and I want to keep posting about it because every time I post about it, I get like at least one donation. But I also like don't want people to be like absolutely so sick of seeing it. So it's like a weird balance to find. I am really grateful for the money that we've been able to raise so far, and I'm really excited. Like as an actor, you know, when I just show up on set as an actor, there's not a lot of choices I have beyond like when they say action and I get to actually act. It is really nice being a producer on a project that I'm also acting in, because I just feel like I'm way more involved with the story and the process, and I really, really like that because I'm a control freak. Do you guys put makeup on every day? Like, I feel like I definitely don't. There are some days where I'll just put on like a little concealer and mascara. There's some days I don't put on any makeup, and there's some days I'll do kind of what I'm doing now, which is like a light look. Whenever I do put on makeup and like get dressed, you know, working from home, you really can just stay in your pajamas all day. I always feel so much better mentally when I just put a little effort into my appearance. It really makes a huge difference. The first thing I do every day is check all of my emails and like organize my inbox. My inbox is so organized, like everything is filed that I've dealt with. Everything I need to deal with is in my inbox, and I usually don't have more than, after I do my emails, I either have a clear inbox or like max like 5 emails. So when I check my emails for the day, my inbox is just like everything I actually have to deal with. It's really easy to kind of just visually understand what I have to do that day. So I do that, and then I'll probably do a little work for micro focusing my film, do a little new client outreach, maybe work out, and then head over to the coffee shop. So I'm gonna throw some jeans on and get to work. Finally. So I really enjoy working in my kitchen. I know this seems like not an inspiring angle, but if you look at what I'm seeing, it's open and there's a lot of sunlight here, and it is kind of my favorite place to work in house because there's also food. I'll write down my to-do list for the day in my journal because I always have it scheduled like on my iCal in a color-coded fashion to kind of make sure I have time to like do everything. On the day, it is so much less overwhelming to just look at a to-do list and know that I've planned to have enough time to do each of those things rather than just like trying to stay on the schedule, because sometimes I finish things early and sometimes I go over a little bit. So the way my brain works, it's a lot less overwhelming to look at the actual to-do list than it is the schedule. Check. Yay! Okay, it's 10:40, so I'm 10 minutes behind schedule. I'm going to hop into some new client outreach, so just like basically going on like Facebook groups and looking for people that have like upcoming music releases that need help with the promotion of it. Going on Instagram. There's this app called Vamper, which is like, it's like Tinder, but like matching professionals with clients instead of people for dates. So I'll probably spend like a half an hour kind of doing that. Then I'm gonna move on to some micro-focusing stuff. Or I could just go back to it. Okay, I think while I do some of this new client outreach, I am gonna watch the Vanderpump Villa on Hulu. I think there's a new episode and the reunion. Can you move my camera up to the counter for me? Oh, it's all crooked. I've done my new client outreach and I made an Instagram post for microfocusing. I like the way the microfocusing feed is looking. I've spent a lot of time not only designing the images for it, but like planning out the feed to look like, you know, cohesive. So this is the post I just made. It's a still image and it says, by supporting microfocusing, you're bringing awareness to the broader caregiver burnout crisis affecting countless individuals worldwide. So Jean-Luc said, like, you have to have this like posting schedules. If you post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, today's Wednesday, it's like one day needs to be to sell, one day needs to be to educate, and the other day I think needs to be engagement. So today is educating. The film's about like the caregiver burnout crisis, and so I basically was just kind of sharing a little bit about what the caregiver burnout crisis is, how surprised I was that within the first week of launching the campaign, like so many people reached out to me individually and shared their own experiences like being a caregiver. And these are people that like I know a lot of them really well, or I've worked with them and I had no idea that they were kind of like experiencing this. And it just kind of shows that like caregiver burnout is such an invisible struggle, I think, because as the caregiver you see yourself as the helper, so to like ask someone for help because you're struggling as a caregiver feels like wrong in your mind in some way. So that was basically what the post was about today. Posting it on my story, I said if all of my followers gave just $5, we meet our goal. I feel like everything on the story I try to make engaging, so leaving the link and then leaving some sort of like incentive for people to click it and donate. This is what I've been doing past like week or so. And then I have other ideas. The bulk of this fundraiser is paying people and hiring people. Like Jean-Luc and I really believe in only making films if you could pay everyone at least a decent day rate. I don't know if this is interesting at all, but that was just what I was working on. So I'm also gonna go into a little bit of like direct outreach, just like reaching out to people in my life and directly sharing the fundraiser with them. But before I do that, I do need to eat something. I do for lunch today, I just want to be able to heat something up like quite quickly. So I'm gonna go with the Japanese fried rice from Trader Joe's and just put it on the stove. Oh, I need to do hashtags for the post I just did too. So I'm just gonna like cook and like hashtag. If you can even call what I'm about to do cooking. I'm trying to save like more of my mindless work for when I go to the coffee shop with Liam so I can like talk to Liam while I'm doing stuff. So normally my recipe for this is I put some vegan mayo in it, sriracha, a little parsley and a little garlic powder, but I don't have parsley and I don't have vegan mayo. So I guess I'll just do sriracha and garlic powder today. What am I doing? Right, hashtags. I did not use enough olive oil. Ooh, look how good that looks. And it's vegan, it has tofu, edamame, carrots, seaweed, which I usually don't like seaweed, but I do in this, the way they do it. God, I just reached out to more people and I just feel like I'm absolutely debasing myself. I know I'm not actually. I need to stop doing this now. I've reached out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 people directly sharing, like of my own personal like friends sharing the thing. So I feel like I'm okay on it now. Oh wow, I'm like really ahead of schedule. I just feel all over the place. This is what I'm talking about. Like I feel like I spend half an hour on one project and then I finished what I needed to do for it. So it's not like I'm not doing anything wrong, but just mentally I don't feel like I'm in any one specific project because I'm like bouncing around so much. I think what I'm gonna do next is, I was originally gonna do this at the coffee shop with Liam, but now since I'm like massively ahead of schedule, I'm going to do my VLV action items. VLV is Jean-Luc and my like production company. Every week Jean-Luc and I meet twice. We meet on Tuesdays and we have a VLV sort of like general meeting to discuss the company, all of our projects and like our goals and all that. And then we have another meeting for micro-focusing, specifically like a micro-focusing administrative meeting to just kind of keep things moving along and, you know, getting contracts out, making sure we're on track with the script and pre-production and everything. So then throughout the week, I have scheduled time to do my action items from each of those meetings. I actually finished my micro-focusing action items right after the meeting yesterday, so I did that already, but now I'm gonna do my VLV action items. Okay, so I finished my action items and honestly, I think I'm just gonna skip my workout for the day. Like I'm gonna be walking for half an hour and being active. I feel like the pressure to like do a full workout 7 days a week, I'm starting to let go of that. Like if there's a day once or twice a week where I'm like, you know what, like I'm feeling a little behind, or I'm feeling like if I did a workout right now, just timing wise, it would kind of like push me over the edge and make me feel like I really had to rush. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna walk to the coffee shop and that can be my activity for the day. I just don't think, at least where I am, like I need to push myself every single day to have like an intense workout. I just think that I just don't need that. So I'm gonna skip it. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to go. Seen Gypsy?
No, but you know what I do really want to watch? Trials at Nuremberg.
Judgment at Nuremberg.
Judgment at Nuremberg. Sorry. Can we watch that at some point?
Okay. You need to see Gypsy before you see anything. Like you need to stop what you're doing right now before you do anything else and
all right, well, we're not having
Gypsy.
dinner then until I see Gypsy. You're like,
I'll take one.
Hunger strike. You're on a hunger strike until Liam watches Gypsy.
Okay. Oh my god. So you don't know what the Ascot Kava is, and you don't know what Gypsy is. But you know.
No, but I know how to do long division. It's about this mom, and there's Gypsy Rose Lee. That's the girl that just got released from prison. Can we watch Judgment at Nuremberg first?
Well guys, we are home. Thanks for coming along with me today. It's been a long day. It's like past midnight and I'm really tired, and tomorrow is gonna be a long day, and the next day is gonna be a long day. And the day after that's gonna be a long day. It was nice to spend time with Liam. Yeah, I'm just gonna shower and get ready for bed. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Sounds so good.
Jean-Luc mixed. So I booked Liam's band Sisters, the show, at this venue called Berlin Under A in Manhattan. Jean-Luc He's mixing the live shows, what he did tonight. And then he's gonna also color the video, but tonight he just kind of did the music. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Next week I will be in touch with my TBR for June and then my reading wrap up for May. So stay tuned for that.